It's actually not easy to find quantifiable microplastics in the treated water, but where we've found them, the removal is equivalent to 99.99%. Let's say you're drinking 2, 3, 4 litres a day, you'd still be somewhat unlucky to drink a microplastic in your water. An important point really in the research is that it's a complicated task to do, because everything we do is contaminated already with microplastics. So that includes the laboratory, your home and my home and so on. So it's very difficult to get a pure working environment in order to do the research. But having done the appropriate controls, we found that the performance of the water treatment works was really very good. So the main source is fragmented plastics, particularly polyethylene and polypropylene that you might have in your home. And that's gradually, slowly breaking down, and that finds its way down the sink into rivers and then contaminates the environment. And rivers are also a source of drinking water. Let's just say the research is ongoing. Much of what we've seen so far suggests a very low toxic effect, if at all, from microplastics. These tiny, tiny fragments of broken down plastics, in theory, could be ingested by organisms, but there's no strong evidence that that is necessarily harming them unless you really overdose them in a way that's perhaps not realistic. It's not as easy as it sounds, because single-use plastics, such as in food packaging, are very important for hygiene and preservation of the food. And also single-use plastics are very important for sterility in places like hospitals. So there's no simple solution to just ban them straight away. The thing is, if we move to other ways of protecting food, in aluminium, cardboard or glass, they all have quite high energetic and environmental consequences themselves. So there isn't a simple, straightforward answer, I'm afraid. I'd like to see data showing that we're discharging less down the sink, but we're in a bit of a jam. If plastics are being leached from our plastic bags, from certain clothing that people wear like fleeces, and from their carpets in their home, and that goes down the sink, there's not an easy way to bear down on that sort of disintegration of plastics happening within our own home.